Metroids, good morning. My name's Trent. I'm the CEO of Metrix Coin. Today I have absolutely nothing planned, to be honest. I thought I'll just jump online and start having a chat. It's obviously very, very quiet out there. The markets themselves are all pulling back to some amazing positions, and I think we're going to get some even better positions for those that are watching the markets and that want to get back in at lower prices. I personally, apart from Metrix, sold out of a lot of assets in the cryptocurrency space quite some time back, and the idea behind that was obviously to buy them back a lot cheaper, and it's obviously giving everyone a really great opportunity here. Although a lot of people don't actually understand what's happening in the market, they see the markets are all red and it's all doom, it's all gloom, and to be honest with you, I mean, I just look at it totally differently to that. To me, it's just so exciting with what's happening. I mean, you can buy the absolute farm for next to nothing at the moment. A really bad analogy is a carton of milk will buy your farm right now, and I wouldn't even be buying now. I'd be holding off a little bit longer because the opportunities that are coming are just unbelievable. I remember, was it 5 years ago, or might have been 6 years ago, whenever Linda first started. I was getting in very cheaply there, and I was holding right through the 60% gains and the 30 million masternodes and all that sort of stuff. And when it got to 20 sats, even under the Metrix name, I was buying more and more and more. I actually bought 40 Bitcoin worth at 20 sats, and that's how convicted I was on the entire market itself, on the project and everything else. And although, I read in the comments a lot that people are saying, oh, my entire investment's gone, I've lost everything. I just don't see it that way. I haven't sold any, I'm not selling any, I'm holding on. And my theory is, how do we use Metrix to leverage itself out and to really get a good return? And I'm coming up with a few ideas on that at the moment, and a lot of that's going to have to do with the Metrix dollar DAO once that's set up. Because you might be in a position where you can pick up some very, very cheap metrics at the moment and then lock these metrics up through the dollar DAO and then use the dollar that you're minting out of the DAO for a very high return. And that's going to not only offset any short-term losses that you might see on paper under Metrix, but it's going to give you the opportunity where you can actually maybe hypothetically, because this is not financial advice, but maybe hypothetically you might get 10, 20, 30 times on your metrics, as well as a 20, 30, 40, 50% return on what you've used the dollar DAO for. So, when you look at it from these higher, I wouldn't say higher educated, but higher financially educated decision points in the crypto space, it's right now we're in a very good position, where everything's looking fantastic. It's an exciting place to be. We've got these new developments coming out. Obviously, Metrix dollar DAO's coming. We've got Metaverse coming. I just don't know how else to word it than it's an exciting place to be. The space itself overall is exciting for me right now. The opportunities are just getting better and better and better by the day. And hang in there, guys. Don't feel doom and gloom because you see red. Red's not all bad. Red's obviously bad short term for the people that didn't sell when they should have. But red's not bad. Red is good. It's just giving you more and more and more opportunities and more strategies that you can put into place to really make the best out of the next bull run. And me personally, I'm not interested really in selling Metrix, certainly not at these prices, that's for sure. But I'm really not interested in selling Metrix in the short term or in the long term, for the simple reason we're doing so many things with the chain, and we're doing so many onboarding strategies. We've got so many products coming out. I think Metrix is one to hold. And if you can lock up your metrics through the Metrix dollar DAO and use the dollar DAO to make further profits, well, you're multiplying the effect. And I just think that's a much smarter way to go personally. Again, it's not financial advice. These are just my personal ideas. I wanted to get on, do the end of month video. I had no real plan to talk about. So I thought I'll just get on here and have a bit of a ramble, which I've done. I had a couple of other questions that I wanted to get answered for you. One was about the exchanges, and I think I've pretty much covered that on the last video, but I could just quickly go through it again. The SEX exchanges, the centralised exchanges, they do have, sorry if there's a bit of wind noise, they do have a lot of liquidity requirements, they do have market maker requirements for daily volume, and they also have spread requirements. Now, these are just unsustainable for a small project at the levels they need them. By the time you multiply them all out, it's just unsustainable, and for that reason we're not focusing on the sexes anymore. Yes, we've invested a lot of money in them, and yes, the Metroid community wanted them, but guys, at the end of the day, there's no point wanting it if you're not going to use it. If you're not using it, then what's the point of having it? It's costing us a fortune to keep these things running without anyone actually using them. So if they're not being used, there is no point in maintaining them, there is no point in keeping them there if they're going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, which obviously they are. I will keep them going as long as I possibly can. I am working with the exchanges on a daily basis. Nibbles has actually put together a bot to try to maintain spread as much as we can, and that's obviously ticking off one of the boxes, but the liquidity is just not there, as you'll see. All you've got to do is get on any exchanges and you'll see that. So that's exchanges. The future for this model is DEXs, and without saying it, we may even have our own DEX in the very near future. But again, these are all the things that our volunteer dev team are putting together for us. The only other question I had more recently, apart from exchanges, was when is everything getting delivered? As far as Metaverse, we've been waiting. When's Wade Street Gaming getting a major face uplift? And great questions. And the best answer I can give you is we're a volunteer team. I can't crack the whip and say, hey, you need to deliver this on this date. For the simple reason, they'll probably tell me where to go. We're not paying developers, we're not paying any of the members on the team, and there's a very good reason why. We don't have any money. So if we're not funded and we don't have income producing assets at this stage, then it has to be a community-based model, it has to be a volunteer model, and there is just no way around that. So timelines, yes, we might not have hit some of the things on the roadmap, I agree. Guys, there's not a lot that I can personally do about that without funding the project further myself, and I've already funded the project personally immensely. And it's got to come to a point that I stop putting my own money into the project, and I'm getting close to that point now. But I can guarantee you that things are under development, everything is looking good. We are keeping extremely busy, but the markets are down, people go down, socials go quiet. This is just what happens. It's just the way this industry has always been, and I think it's the way it always will be until people change their understanding on how this all works and see the opportunity on a red day rather than see the doom and gloom. But guys, I hope some of that's come through for everyone. Sorry about all the glare on my face. I'm here for the long run. I'm not going anywhere. I have a lot of ideas and aspirations to deliver for Metrix still. I want to extend an open invite to anyone that wants to join the team. We're always looking for content writers, for people to help assist on social media, for moderators, for anyone, especially in the development space, that wants to become a community dev and work with our devs. They're lovely people, they don't bite. So if anyone wants to join the team, if you've got any ideas, any partnerships, anything that we can talk about, please hit us up. We're here. Hit us up. I will be going quiet for a little bit at the end of next week. I've got a major knee operation I need to do. I've busted my knee up pretty good. So I might be quiet for a week or so. But apart from that, we're here. No one's going anywhere, and we're in it for the long haul. Metroids, until the next video, ciao for now.